Data preparation is time-consuming and tedious. Be ready.
Let's start talking about the data that we are going to use today. Then we can visit this website, Earth Now. Then we can go to Maps and Data, Past Data by Monitor. Then we can click this option and select the other one, the ozone. And let's go to make zoom to the California state. And today we are going to be working with this data, the ozone concentration in the California states. Why? Because as you can see, all these green dots are stations that are measuring different air parameters. In this case, we selected the ozone concentration, but the distribution of the stations is really good, and we have a lot of stations. And as we have good distribution and of stations is big, we can make a good geostatistic analysis. And that's the reason because I decided to pick up the state of California. Also, we can go to the legend and see that these green dots are related with the air quality index. And the day for today, that is March 6, 2022, the information is very flat. And I decided to pick up a different day in order to have a bigger range on the data. Then I pick up 2021. The month is going to be August, and the day is going to be 6th. And as you can see now, the data, it's a little bit more interesting because we have a higher range on the ozone concentration related to the air quality index. As you can see on the legend, we have from the green to the red. And that's more interesting, in terms of creating a map. Now, the point is how we can extract all this information to work on the Ordinary Kriging in QGIS. And that's the next step. Here we are at the United States Environmental Protection Agency, EPA, and from this website you can download the air data. Remember that I'm going to leave all the links associated with the websites that we are going to visit today in a text document, and this text document can be downloaded at gscourse.online. This document is going to be located at the 4th Geostatistics course, Lesson 1. Then we have to go to Download Data and select the second option, Download Daily Data. Here, pollutant is going to be the ozone, because that's the one we want. The year is going to be 2021, and we are going to select just the geographic area. It's going to be the state of California. This one over here. And for the rest of the parameters, we can leave like that, and then we can press Get Data. Now we can press this option to download the spreadsheet. Save. And that's it. Then we have to go here, download, and this is the document. Then show in folder. I'm going to cut from here, and I'm going to paste in the folder I want. This one over here, paste. Double click to open. I'm using OpenOffice. This is a kind of a spreadsheet like Excel, but this software is open source and free software. Then okay. This one is the data set. As you can see, we have different columns with different information. The first column we have the date, but what we have is all the dates for the year 2021, and what we want is just the August 6, 2021. We are going to filter this information later. Also, we have the site ID, that's the stations. We have the ozone concentration, and the unit is in ppm, part per millions. And from this ozone concentration, it's calculated the air quality index is this value, and that's the value that we are going to use to do the Ordinary Kriging. are other columns with different type of information that for us it's not really interesting, but the two last one columns is related with the latitude and longitude of the stations. These two columns are very important because they are going to provide us the location of the stations. Later we are going to transform these coordinates in UTM because we need to know what is the distance in meters, okay? Then what we are going to do now is filter the information to get just the August 6. Then select the column, go to data, filter, and standard filter. Then here, this condition is good. We have to select here August 6. Then go to August. Over here and OK, and that's the data we want. Here we have the different stations, and here we have the concentrations and air quality index, and also the coordinates for each station. Now let's go to organize a little bit better this data set. Then let's go to open a new Open Office document, and let's go to select all these ones, edit, select all, then edit, copy, and let's go to paste in this new document. Paste over here, Spatial paste, OK, and let's go to cut these two columns over here, cut, and let's go to insert, and let's go to insert here at the beginning, insert columns 1 and 2, and let's go to paste over here, paste. Now let's go to remove the date because we don't need it, delete this one, we don't need this one, also the source, delete. We can leave the ID for the stations. We can remove this one also. The concentration of ozone in UTM is good. We need this one. We can leave this one, but we don't need all these ones. We don't need these ones. And we can leave the county also. Remove all these ones, delete. And this one is going to be our new data set. Then file, save as, and we want to save with this format, text CSV. Then we are going to call this one as data, and save. Keep the current format. OK and OK. Now we are going to transform the geographic coordinates, latitude and longitude, and projected coordinates in UTM coordinates to have the distance in meters. We need that one in order to do the geostatistic analysis. Then to do that one, we are going to use QGIS. Now let's go to load the file that we created. Click here, select this option, go to the folder. In this case is over here, open, make sure you have over here. For X, we want the longitude, and for Y, we want the latitude, and that's okay. Then add, well, let me check the coordinate reference systems, has to be different. Then in this case, we can use the code 4326. This is an standard for geographic coordinates. And OK, and add, and close. And this one is the data set, right? Then if we add the satellite imagery, we can add the hybrid map. As you can see, the data, it's well located, right? This one is the borders of the state. You can see this white line over here. It's a little bit hard to see the line, but the data is well located. Then the next step is to export the data as a UTM. Then to do that one, select the data, go to export, save feature as. Here, select the format CSV. Let me check where is. This one over here. Then the name of this one is going to be data, but in UTM. UTM, save. Then for the coordinates, we are going to select, not this one, but the zone, check, UTM zone 10, north is going to be, not this one, this one. And as you can see, we open Google Earth. Let me show you. You are going to see that in California, what we have is two different UTM zones. We have the UTM zone 10 and the UTM zone 11. And we have to decide in what zone we want to project our data. And I decided to project the data in number 10 because I want all my coordinates in a positive number. And I'm going to show you why. Let's go here and let's go to put here, for example, UTM coordinates. And let's go to see the images. And let's go to take, for example, this image over here, right? Then at the middle of the zone, the value that we have for the X, it's 500,000, okay? And the value we have for Y is 0 at the middle, just at the middle, at the beginning, okay? Then if we go in this direction, the values are going to increase. Okay, but if we go in this direction, the values are going to decrease. Then here, as you can see, we have a 0, right? Then if we go again to the Google Earth, we have to imagine, for example, that if we take zone 11, here at the middle, we are going to have the 500,000. We are going to have the 500,000, right? But as we are moving to this direction, the values are going to decrease. Then it's going to be a moment, more or less over here, that the value is going to be 0. Then all the coordinates, right, from here to this area are going to be negative. And we don't want that one. And that's the reason because I decided to use the zone 10 to project all the data, okay? Because in that reason, here, if we have 500,000, when we are moving in that direction, all the coordinates are going to be positive. And we are going not to have negative coordinates because the negative coordinates are going to be in zone 9, okay? Then the final decision is we are going to project all the information in UTM coordinates, but just using the zone 10, okay? Zone 10, okay? And another important thing here in geometry, we have to select this option, X and Y, and that's it. Okay. And now we have a new file over here. That is this one. We can open, double click to open. Is this one over here, okay. Open as a copy. Now, as you can see, two new colors has been added, X and Y. And these two new colors are related with the UTM coordinates. Now, I want to remove these two columns over here because I no longer need the latitude and longitude, delete. And also I would like to change the name of the parameter in order to avoid, right? This name is very long and there are too many characters, and that one could be a problem when we are using R integrated in QGIS. Then here I'm going to call this one as a AQY. And that's it, and that's enough for this parameter. Then I'm going to save with a different name, save as, keeping the same format, this one over here, and it's going to be this one with the number 2, and save. And that's it. Now we have the data we want. Close this one. And now let's go to open the discard. Now let's go to open the new file with QGIS. Then I'm going to close this one, discard, and open new QGIS. Then go here, select this option, select the number 2. Okay, look, this one is the X field with the X and the Y field with the Y. That's good. And select the coordinate reference systems. That has to be UTM zone 10. This one over here. Okay, and add and close. Now we can add the satellite imagery also. This one. And let's go to change the color of the docs. Well, we can do that one later. First, what I would like to do is to shapefile. We need that one in order to work with R integrated in QGIS. Then here I have to select SRI shapefile. The name is going to be data, and we are going to save in this folder data set, for example. Save. The coordinate reference systems is good, and okay. And now we have the format as a shapefile. If you go to properties and you go here to the information, here you can see now we have a shapefile. Then we no longer need to use this one, remove. Okay, and we can change the color for this one. Properties, change the symbology. The color is going to be a yellow or red, something that we can see easily, right? Apply. And okay. The next thing is to add the limit of the area, and that limit is going to be the borders of the state of California. Then we can go to this website, and here we can download the shape files related to the boundary. Okay, first we can download this one. Download. Save the file. Then I'm going to cut from here, show in folder, cut, and I'm going to paste in this folder with the shapefile, paste over here, and also I'm going to download the county. If you want to have the counties also, then download, save, and let's go to the folder. It's going to be this one, show in folder, cut, and paste over here, paste, and we can extract here. Extract here, and also this one, extract here. Now we can go to QGIS. We can put that one inside of a folder. It's going to be better. Limits. and it's going to be from here to here or inside here. Okay, now we can open on QGIS. Then go here, select a vector because it's a vector file. Go here, limits, and it's going to be the shapefile. Open and add and close, and now we can change the color. Properties. We can add something transparent, and the border can be a yellow, and apply, and we can make this one thicker, for example 5, apply, and it's good, something like that. Then here we have the data with the limits, and the limits is the state of California. And also if you want to add, you have to go here, vector, go back to the shapefile, contis, and it's going to be this file, open, add, close, and we can make this one also transparent, properties, select this one and make this one transparent, apply, and okay. And that's it for this section. Now we have all the data that we are going to use to do the ordinary kriging with the air quality index. And if you want to know more about this parameter, you can follow the next link. And here you have an explanation about this parameter. And we are going to use this range to make the representation